Do you think this will drive up the viewership count if I show some cleavage?
Welcome to podcast. Yes, indeed. Welcome to podcast.
Well, welcome to podcast.
I'm your host, Madison, joined by my co-host,
Michael.
And I'm John. Should we... I almost introduced you as Stingray Charles.
Stingray Charles.
What do we do with the shades here?
I got new glasses.
You got new glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah? And so you're wanting to show them off here
I mean,
on the
these
podcast?
lights are really bright.
Yeah? So is it like, are we trying to hype up the cool factor? Because I probably would have opted for not the cat t-shirt. If
What's
that
wrong?
was,
This is the coolest thing I got on right here.
Is your cat t-shirt? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we spent yesterday. Yesterday was a special celebration day. What did we do yesterday?
It was my birthday party.
It was your birthday party. And earlier in the week, we celebrated a get together the week before, which is also Memorial Day. So it was kind of like a Memorial Day half Michael's birthday.
Yeah.
Thing with some of the extended family and you. There was a birthday cake and all involved, but then right as I was leaving that get together, your wife told me, "Hey, we're gonna do something special for Michael at the dedicated birthday party."
Yes.
She asked me to come up with some questions because she was going to interview you, Hot Ones style.
Yeah, you know the show where you got to answer questions while you're eating hot wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty popular on social media platforms, YouTube.
YouTube specifically is what I would say. You might catch clips of it on TikTok or whatever, but it was a fun time. I was, and I don't know if you could tell something was going on when we were setting up in the.
I knew something was going
room.
down. I didn't know what was going down.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, because you walked in the kitchen, and then we're in the other room. Like he's gonna see it. He's gonna see it in the dining room, and then you just went right back and laid down on the couch in the living room, and I was like everybody freeze, but. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was.
We do have it on camera at some point. Maybe we'll pull some clips from, but
in particular, the clip of me trying to bomb.
Ooh, man, yeah. Evidently, one of those was pretty rough for you. You got all the way through about. Well, the funniest thing to me was as you're starting to answer questions, you're pouring these hot sauce on the different ways and you're eating them, and then you'd finish one. And then before the next question, your instinct was to just go ahead and grab the next wing and start to try to eat.
Stopping myself.
And mind you, this was 20 minutes after dinner.
Yeah,
this was not like
dinner, and I
just ate a ton of food.
I ate plenty at dinner, and then I ate all the wings, and then I ate dessert after that.
Yeah. Well, we did get all the way up to Hot Ones has an official hot sauce brand, and we got all the way through to the last one, and
it was the 8. It was actually, so there's 10. I think there's 10, and the hottest one on the show is 8. So they give you a little bit of a cool down. The last 2 are not as intense as number 8.
Okay.
And so we got to number 8, and it was the official hottest sauce from the show.
Yeah.
And
we had a little bit of trouble determining which order to put them in, and that was really more your of wifey's doing. But we got them almost in order.
It was a
but
good
evidently
order.
Number 8 was
supposed to be the hottest, and it definitely was the hottest.
It threw you, bud. I've never seen you react to something spicy like that before, and evidently it's only been a couple of times in your life where you've had that much spice.
That was the second hottest thing I've ever tasted, and if I went back and tried the hottest thing again, who knows? That order might be different. I just remember that so vividly from the high school days, the hot wings that I had that it messed me up for a good 2.5, 3 hours, and this was long lasting, but not nearly that long lasting.
Yeah, but we were also able to follow it up with milk and ice cream, also, which I'm assuming wasn't quite as available for you back in high school. Plus, when you're that young, right? When you're in high school, you go through a little bit of like discomfort. It seems like the end of the world. So it could be also that you have gone through more life experience in this where you were able to handle this one a little bit better. But I could tell when Michael took that and he couldn't handle it after the fact, a couple of the other folks at the party, unfortunately the boys were not there, that none of them could make it. They wanted to give it a shot.
Yeah,
they're like,
3 different guys want to go.
Can't be that bad. And then they're like, they said, Madison, you gonna try this? I said, no. I said, absolutely not. I know where my tolerance is compared to Michael's, and it is nowhere near Michael's. Now, I oftentimes tell people the spiciest thing I could eat is a potato.
Yeah.
And that tends to be pretty true. I don't even like a good I don't even like jalapenos.
You got the Taco Bell order of chicken nuggets a while back, and we're like, yeah, this is too spicy for me, and just gave them to me.
And it wasn't the spicy chicken nuggets. It was just the regular chicken nuggets. I had to I don't know what it is about spicy food, but I cannot handle it. And I
don't know what you would have done if you'd tried that last night. Like you probably would have gone straight into migraine mode.
No, I don't know. I've never had a reaction from hot stuff giving me migraines. I do know that it gets me in my nose, like my sinuses get all kinds of runny. It's not great. But we had a friend. I still talk to him from time to time. You used to work for him when you were working at the gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah. His one time I went with him to go get some Indian food, and he's like, "Well, this isn't spicy." Yeah. So I said, "Listen, man, I can't handle spicy food." And this guy is Indian. I told him I can't handle spicy food. He's like, "Oh, this is nothing. You'll be fine here."
Yeah, Indian food is different level. Curry is the mildest curry is still pretty hot.
I took a half a spoonful of whatever that soup was that he ordered from his regular Indian food place, and that was too much for me. And it was like, oh, I can't. I don't know what it is about it, but I can't do spicy.
This stuff was whatever you have had that you. What's the spiciest thing in your mind you can think of that you've ever had?
I did grow. Remember when I had the garden?
Yeah.
And you requested specifically that I grow some ghost peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ghost peppers were kind of up there.
I mean, ghost pepper is pretty high on the Scoville unit. I think it's
everything that I grew,
second or third.
I tasted everything that I grew, right? So I ate a whole ghost pepper.
What'd you think?
It was hot. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it was one of those like
how bad did it hurt?
It's a weird. I mean, it's a different kind of pain.
Yeah.
Like to try to use like the doctor scale where you got the happy face all the way to the red like frowny face with the eye, like the crossed eyes. You know, it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's. I don't know what I don't know how to classify it in pain, because pain to me is just something entirely different. To me, pain is that is not pain. It's like discomfort.
High levels of discomfort. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just discomfort, because pain is like makes you want to say "ow." Spicy food just makes
you can't say "ow." Your mouth's not working.
Right, but it's also just like, I want this to be over with. It's almost like a panic. It's like a slight panic reaction compared to pain. Pain, you're like, I'm glad that's, it's like oftentimes very quick, and you're glad it's.
I don't
over.
think adrenaline kicks in when you take spicy food.
That's probably another way to do it, because the adrenaline helps. Adrenaline helps when you're in pain. Like, for instance, me, I do my stick spinning thing the other day, or like regularly. Well, the other day, I had the 25-pound thing. I bonked my shin something fierce. I was hobbling around the gym. I was like trying to walk it off, but I did get that adrenaline boost, right? You can't get that. You can't get there's no adrenaline that comes with the spicy
I don't think the adrenaline is triggered.
But let me tell you, the other guys, when they tried it, I don't know if they used more than you, or if they used just as much as you
I looked
did.
at what they put on there. I would say it was essentially the same.
Okay, well, two of the guys held their own for about 30 seconds, and then the third guy, he I mean, he broke so quick. Like he put that amount of sauce in his mouth, and he was practically on the ground, like coughing. And the other two guys are like, yep, that's kind of hot. Yeah, and then that's when, after about 30 seconds, they also kind of broke, but it wasn't as bad as the first guy. You got some interesting folks that you do theater with.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Of course,
I feel like they deserve nicknames, but at the same, like you don't know them well enough to give them nicknames. But
I don't.
The three guys that tried, I'm gonna come up with nicknames on the spot. I may have given one a nickname already on a prior show, but I can't remember now. We'll go with oh man, it's tough.
Well, one of them I bet we could give a nickname to, because that's your wife's sister. It's your brother-in-law.
Yeah. I think that's who I think I've already given a nickname to.
Okay,
but I can't remember the nickname right now off the top of my head. But I think it was Shrooms. I think it was Shroom or Shrooms.
He does like to wear aesthetics that include.
Yeah, it's not because he's doing drugs all the time. He
does
loves
have
mushrooms.
An
affinity.
Affinity? I don't even think that's the word I was looking for. It's not like affliction.
An affliction.
No, it's but
it's an affinity.
Yeah, an affinity for mushrooms. He likes the aesthetic of, I guess. I mean, they are pretty cool when you look at them. But he tried it. I think he handled himself the best.
He handled himself. I will say Gleb. He handled himself pretty well too, and unfortunately, Weld.
We're just naming them by their profession now.
Well, I mean, I thought about Big Rig, but yeah, he was the one that folded the quickest. But I appreciated the honest reaction. I mean, it was great because Gleb he was sitting there stone faced, saying, "I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm perfectly fine."
Tears are rolling.
His face
down
is
his face.
insanely red with tears running down his face. Like, I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah. No, and that's
great acting. Great acting ability.
I'm not gonna lie, just the variety of different reactions that were received was fantastic.
And that was my favorite part, because I don't know how many times in my life I've had hot stuff. I try it, whether I like it, whether I don't, whether it's too much, whether it's mild. It don't matter to me. The next thing I always want is for somebody else to participate with me. And I don't know, I'm 99% of the time in my life, everybody else in the room is like, no, absolutely not. Zero chance.
Right, because you associate yourself with intelligent people.
Yeah, well, daredevils. I don't have a lot of those.
Okay.
So I say, hey, I led in after I tried it with, I'm willing to pay money to anybody who wants to try this. And Weld / Big Rig immediately after that said, I'll do it for free. And I was like, okay. And then the other two were like, yeah, let's go. I was like, this is the best day ever.
Yeah. Happy birthday to me.
Because when I got my high school prank, when I convinced a bunch of people to try the hottest stuff I've ever had,
yeah,
it didn't go like that. It was me painstakingly convincing people that it wasn't that bad, or it was like trying to engage their ego and their hubris of like, oh, I bet you can't handle this. But they saw my reaction and were like, yeah, let's take on the challenge.
Yeah.
So I was impressed.
That was one of the conversations that that you, me, and Shrooms had after everybody else had left, and your wife and your wifey and wifey's sister were kind of cleaning up and
got to come up with more nicknames. We're gonna have to have so many nicknames.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's okay to just label it by association now, unless it's going to become more of a recurring topic. But you, me, and Shrooms at the end of the night, we were talking about it. It's like, that's the thing about hot sauce is you can't ego, you can't hide, the ego, it shatters. There's just nothing you could do about it.
When it's hot enough, it's just going to win.
You can fake that something doesn't hurt. You can, if you're good enough. If you're good enough at hiding it, you absolutely can. You could get punched in the gut, pretend like it was nothing, right? But you can't hide tears rolling down your face because of how much discomfort you're in.
I couldn't stop drooling for about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
like I was actually starting to panic that I couldn't breathe because I couldn't stop myself from drooling. Well, which is I never felt that sensation before.
On top of that, you were also supposed to be trying to answer a question. You couldn't think straight.
Yeah, no, I was.
Oh, it was really,
and it
really
wasn't
funny.
an easy question either. It was like thinking back through your entire life. What's one thing that you wish you'd known that now you do know, or something like that? And I was like,
and you're like, there's too many words in that sentence.
Huh?
I said, and I was just like one word at a time. I was trying to give you some encouragement from the audience. No, I think you ultimately settled on working out. Was your response? Yeah. I can't say I have been to a party as interesting in a while. Yeah,
some people were cheering me on, and I felt like some were heckling me.
All of you and wifey's friends are like, it's very young. I've noticed.
Yeah, I'm young. That's
no,
correct.
That's not true. You had a Gen X show up.
Yeah, that's right.
And I don't really know his story, but I thought it was interesting when you basically got a lot of.
I could have had some boomers show up too if I'd invited them.
Really?
And that's not. I'm not talking about my parents. Yeah, I could have probably maybe at least one boomer that would have come. But if the age gap and if it's strange for you at times, if you're sitting there thinking, wow, those people are young, then if a boomer came, they'd be like, what am I doing here?
Sure.
So I was like,
Well, but the thing about, I will say this, they're closer in age than the 30th birthday party that your mom threw for you, where it was a pool party for 5-year-olds.
Once again, I think I've explained this before. The reason that the kids were there was because they were accompanying or they were with their parents who were the ones that were invited. So, I guess we could have explicitly said, don't bring your children to this place where there's a pool.
Yeah, but there was like 2 to 1 ratio of kids to adults.
No, I think you.
One couple,
family,
I'm pretty sure, showed up with like 6 kids.
One family had 4 kids, and when you got 4 kids running around a pool, it seems like there's 20 kids running around a pool.
Well, me and Teach were like had to.
Teach was just having Vietnam flashbacks. He's finally to the summer because that's when my birthday is. My birthday's always the start of summer.
Right.
So he's sitting here thinking to myself, finally, 2 months of freedom, and then he comes to my birthday party and he's like, oh crap.
And it's just kids unaccompanied, or like not unaccompanied. Dude, I'm off today.
It's tough. It's
but they were just running around screaming, like the exact thing that he is like constantly trying to enforce when he is in the classroom. He's like, yeah, no, I get it. But him and I just stepped behind the.
Did y'all even bring your swimsuits?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're supposed to swim. It was a swim party.
There's a bunch of kids in the pool, dude.
They're on the shallow end. You're on the deep end.
We had, but we did. We just kind of like stepped over in the corner, and we're just thought it was the funniest thing. There was a bunch of kids invited, or because your mom threw the party, and it was just like she's still throwing him kids' birthday parties.
Well, okay, it was a combined effort.
Yeah,
it was mom and wifey that
there was
something
else
that party together.
There was something else that happened, and I can't remember what it was, but it was something that just set me and him off around the food time. It was something. I think it was like Sesame Street plates or something that just
that'd be funny.
We just couldn't quit laughing about. It's like, what?
Look, your parent, your kid is always your kid. They're always your baby. You see them. I bet when Chief's bigger than me, I'm gonna look at him and be like, I remember when he was this big, And I threw him up in my arms, catch him.
Yeah.
So I don't blame mom.
I don't.
It's hard to realize, look at your grown adult son and be like, that's not my baby.
And it's really hard to do when your parents are also so strict about how to live life as an adult. Because it's like, there's no, we're not drinking alcohol and playing cornhole.
Yeah. Of course, I don't really know if I want to do that. I did say that the party this weekend was BYOB if you wanted it to be, but I don't think anybody that came really was interested in doing that in the first place.
I think some of the people that showed up were too young to drink.
This weekend, well, I mean, there were 2 babies, so yes, they were too young.
Well, yes, including one of those was Chief.
I think everybody was of age. No. Okay, I take that back. At least 1, maybe 2. I'm going to go with 2. I think 2 were too young to drink.
So when I first showed up, I kind of got there before. I got there midway through people showing up. When I first walked in, there's this bowl. There's a bowl sitting on the counter of colorful pills. I'm like, okay, all right, it's that kind of party. It would come to find out that it was also something reminiscent of a 5-year-old's birthday, where it was you drop the tablets in water and they dissolve and they become sponges.
I mean, you could have taken the pill, seen what happens.
Dinosaur characters or giraffes or whatever.
You might have started hallucinating.
That was
everything might got a little fuzzy.
Yeah. Well,
what kind of drug would that have even been? The way it looked, like, I mean,
that's the fun of it. You don't know.
It's not like anything I've ever seen.
well, yeah, you didn't live in Colorado for 5 years.
What they got? Try the new street drug, the chia.
No, they had this. I went to one of these, but there was a party where people just people just brought random pills and put them in a thing.
You probably took like some
I didn't,
period cramp medication.
I pre-gamed before I went to that party. I'm not taking a random pill out of a bowl. But those are a thing. I can't remember what the kind of party is called, but that was not for me.
Degenerate party. That's what it's called.
More like one of those. I guess I don't really care what happens to me in life. Kind of.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. Definitely not my cup of tea.
Definitely not your cup of drugs.
No. Or bowl.
Yeah.
Michael, you had any good food lately?
Some hot wings.
I know we talked about hot wings.
We had some really good other food besides the wings.
Your wife did a pretty good job with that caramel cake.
Yeah, I told her, I said, look, obviously it's the first time she'd ever made that cake, and I said that was my favorite cake. And my favorite cake was caramel cake. My favorite pie, lemon pie or chess pie. But my favorite cake, caramel cake. So she made caramel cake. Never made it before. And our grandmother used to make it. And so she had a lot more practice. The presentation of how our grandmother made it was a lot better. But like in terms of pure taste, it's like, look, it's been a while since I had it. So maybe it's recency bias, but I don't remember her tasting that good.
It was
it tasted really good.
I definitely think wifey used a different recipe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that was probably one pulled off the internet. But she also so one thing that she said was that the frosting started to kind of drip off. And here's something I noticed, and I do think this is something you need to get checked out. When I was at your house, after all that, I was the one that brought you the bowl of ice cream, right? So I think your freezer might be going out.
It's not that old of a freezer.
Well, I think there might be something wrong with it.
There is kind of something wrong with it.
Because I think that's where the cake was in the freezer, and then she moved it because that is the kind of thing where you need that frosting to stay really cold for it to stay cemented. But when I pulled the ice cream out, that ice cream felt like it had been sitting in a fridge. I think your freezer temperature is not cold enough. So I think you need to look into that because that's not great for That's okay for ice cream that you just bought a couple hours ago. That's not great for meat or whatever else you guys are keeping in that freezer long term. So I do think that's something you need to look at. I just had a recent problem with that.
Your freezer went out.
Where the freezer went out. Of course, my freezer was a whole lot older. Yours might still be under warranty, which means that you could probably get you might be able to get a replacement at no extra cost. But not something I would, get home, make sure stuff's staying frozen, because I don't want to see you getting sick or botulism or.
I'm about to start a 3-day fast.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fasting's great.
So yeah, my plan. A few routines ago, I started doing this, and I thought I liked the effect and the results. Was whatever my routine was, I would do a week's worth of the routine, and then I would fast, and then I'd do the next week, so on and so forth until the end of the routine.
How long are you fasting?
This one's a 3-day fast. But
and you're not working out during the fast?
No. I mean, I may work out once, because my rule is if I don't eat that day, I don't work out.
If I don't eat.
So I'm going to start the fast tonight.
I've never understood this rule with you, because to me it is most important to work out on the days that you're fasting. That tells your body, hey, this is not energy. I need this. Keep this, which in reference to your muscles. It's like you need to tell your body, hey, we can't get rid of this. Get rid of the fat when we're doing a fast. So for me, it has always been more important to work out on days that you're fasting than it is on a day that you work out, because on a day that you work out, your body's getting all the nutrients it needs. But when you're fasted, you're not getting enough. And so your body needs instruction on what to keep and what to use for energy.
I think you meant eat, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
What did I say?
You said on days when you work out, your body's getting the nutrients, but on days when you're fasting, you need to work out.
On days that you're working out and eating.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Or not working.
Just the workouts are just so blech, though,
yeah.
when you're fasting.
Yeah, it's like
it's almost not worth my time to drive 20 minutes to the gym, put in that crap effort, and then drive 20 minutes back home.
Yeah, well, think about it.
It was like when I lived really close to the gym, it's like whatever. Yeah.
Give it another
workout and fast.
Well, there's another benefit to it that we don't talk about, and that's when you're fasted and you're working out, that also incentivizes your body to, because it does have to pull a little bit of muscle for energy, because your body does need muscle for daily consumption. It does pull a little bit of muscle. There's no way getting around it. But what it will do is when you do start eating again, it incentivizes your body to keep more muscle than it had before, because you go into a deficit.
Oh yeah,
it's good to work out while you're fasted. That's the argument.
I will.
That is the
because,
argument.
like for instance, let's go into specifically what I'm going to do this time. So I'm going to start my fast tonight. I'm going to eat supper.
Okay,
and that's going to be the last thing I have until Wednesday night. At some point Wednesday, because I'm eating Wednesday night, I'm going to go work out, and it probably won't be until after I've eaten. It'll probably be before. So I'll have gone probably 60 plus hours before since the last time I ate when I work out on Wednesday.
Okay.
So I'm getting at least one workout in on what has been an extended fast.
Yeah, but I'm also assuming that you're only going to work out like one body group.
Let me think about what I'm doing chest and back, I think, Wednesday.
Chest and back. Those are good ones. Those are good ones to work out. Yeah.
But here's why the reason I brought this up in the first place was my original plan was work out a week, fast, a week's worth of the routine, right?
Okay.
So I started a routine that's supposed to be a 4-week routine at the beginning of March. It has taken me 3 months to get through 2 weeks of the routine.
This is just as of today, because we didn't say today is May 31st.
It's taken me 3 months to get through 2 weeks. Now, look, I don't have as much time in the gym as I used to. I take more off days, but it's a military routine where it calls for you to spend 3 to 4 hours in the gym every day. You do 2-a-days essentially.
So unnecessary.
You do 2-a-days.
So unnecessary.
And I cannot. I mean, I get 1 hour in the gym sometimes.
And you're not eating enough for that. Or
I'm eating enough for it.
You're not okay. Well, you're getting enough calories in, but you're not eating the right way.
I try to eat the right amount of protein the best I can. I mean, I'm not saying I hit it every day.
The fact that it sounds like you're breaking up the workouts into like multiple workouts.
Yeah, I gotta get creative with it.
That's probably okay, but man, I don't know why you're. I mean, I don't know. I'm different from. I'm at this point in my life. My routine is basically set on a.
I mean, you're going in there, spin that stick.
It's a maintenance routine for me.
I still like to push myself within, while trying to be smart with it. Like if my shoulders are hurting, you got to dial it back. But if I'm feeling optimal, I'm going to see what I can do still. I don't feel like I'm at the old enough age to just tap out.
Well, it's not a tap out. At least for me, it's not a tap out. It's more of a let's do what we know we could do and then try to go a little bit further. But also make sure that we could still do what we know we could do. And by we, I mean me and myself.
And I. Madison and John.
He gets invited sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 5-day routine targeting the same. Well, actually, no. I've actually got a 4-day routine, but I just assume that one of those days I'm going to be very rushed and have to get back to the office, and so I give myself a 2 stick days out of the week. So what I try to do is Monday chest, Tuesday back, Wednesday arms, and then Friday legs. Thursday, if I haven't up until then, that's a stick day. A heavy stick day, I should add. But Friday is always legs. No matter what else, Friday's legs. And then I also do the stick throughout the week. But I'm assuming that either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, one of those days is going to be going to the gym, spin the stick, and then the rest of the week I'm going to try to get caught up on it. And then Saturday I give myself a freebie if I'm all the way caught up. And then Sunday's also a little bit of a freebie, or I go ahead and kickstart off with chest like I did today. But beyond that, I'm not trying to do any sort of fancy routines. I did that all throughout my 20s. I'm not over here trying to do any sort of bodybuilding or whatever kind of competition. It's good to have like a set routine. But that's just a reflection of our personalities, right? When I go somewhere to eat, I know exactly what I'm going to get because I have my favorite menu item. You are the opposite of that. You are more inclined to either try something new or pull out a random number generator on your phone and get the random menu item. I still do roll my workouts sometimes. Well, explain to the audience what that means. I know what you mean.
I've got a workout app that has essentially all these different categories that you can select, and it combines all the different inputs you use to give you a workout for the day. And so some days to mix it up, I just randomly select all the different inputs and then see what it generates for me for my workout that day.
Yeah. Which is probably not the best way to get. I mean,
I've learned some new techniques from it.
Are there the same amount of workouts for every different body part? I would assume that you're more
biceps
skewed.
has got to be the most limited thing. Like there's only a finite amount of ways you can work your biceps.
So then by math, you're probably doing more chest or legs or back than you are working your arms.
Not exactly.
If you're going 100% on the roll, or are you dividing it up? So I'm doing biceps today, I'm rolling for biceps.
I'll explain how it works. So the way the app works is it's got the first thing you select is your body groups, and it has it divided up into 15 different categories. Let me see if off the top of my head I can mention all of them. Back, chest,
All right.
shoulders, triceps, biceps, traps, forearms, legs, glutes and hips, calves, lower abs, middle abs, upper abs, obliques, and then a final 15th category is just listed as cardio. So what I do is I typically 6 to 8 exercises. I pick 6 to 8 different body groups each time. Sometimes I get duplicates. And then if you get duplicates, you're just doing an extra exercise per body group. So, one workout may be an even amount picked, one each. And then the next time I might get 3 in one body group, muscle group, and then 2 in another muscle group. And that makes up 5 out of the 6 or the 8.
It's too much thought.
It's really not. It's just hitting buttons and then hitting submit.
Yeah, but how many times?
Knowing what your inputs are, it's like, so you pick the body groups, then you pick the equipment. It gives you equipment options. So I just randomly select different equipment. We pretty much have everything that's listed on that in our gym. I think the only thing that's not guaranteed is it has a partner option on the app.
Okay.
So there's no guarantee, but everything else we've got. Then it has number of reps you want in your exercises. It has working time and rest time as separate options. You randomize both of those. And I think that's it. I think you hit submit. That's all I remember off the top of my head.
Some autistic people are into trains. Some autistic people.
It's my training. It's my training.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. He didn't quite get the memo. It's trains, Michael. You're supposed to be the trains.
Gosh.
Not training.
Man.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We still we'll still give you the your autism card.
Well, I love it.
I know you do. I'm not going to take away from your happiness. I will definitely make fun of you for it, but
I feel like there's been some things you've seen me doing in the gym based on the role that you're like, wish I didn't see that. And then there's then there's been a couple that you were like, remember reverse grip push downs?
Vaguely.
Just regular old, straight bar tricep push downs, reverse grip. You did those with me one time. That was from the roll, and you were like, wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Like those.
But you could also just look at the list and be like, ooh, I'm going to give that a shot. Yeah,
I don't want to look at every single exercise in there. There's a lot of different exercises you can do.
I don't know if that's picking up on the mic.
Yeah, it looks pretty gnarly. It's starting to look gnarly out there.
Yeah.
We could lose power at any moment.
No, dude, that's what our UPS is for.
Everything is not in the UPS though, is it?
Yeah. We got everything hooked up to it.
Oh, okay.
Just for this time. I got a really good deal on a UPS and I couldn't figure out a good use for it.
It's probably still going to fail somehow.
Our overhead lights will go off, but our studio lights will stay.
Which means we can keep going. The show goes on.
Yeah, exactly. Hate to get halfway through a recording. But no, it's starting to thunder something fierce outside.
It has been a stormy week. About every single day.
It's been muggy.
Here it comes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hear that.
It's coming down. Let's see. You don't have a basement at your house. What's your when you guys are practicing drills for tornadoes and stuff?
Practicing our tornado drills at home.
Yeah.
The only time it was ever looking like it was definitely going to be bad enough, we just packed up and went to mom and dad's house for the night with their basement.
I'm sure that driving 20 minutes on the interstate is way safer than
on the interstate
or the highway.
Yeah, we went early enough before it got bad.
Ah, okay.
And that was when the tornado hit nearby town. That was the same day, or that event.
Yeah, I remember I was watching it on TV. It still had full power and everything. I mean, if my power shut off, I would have gone to the basement. But I was rage baiting my girlfriend at the time about that by being like, it's a mile and a half away. The tornado is a mile and a half away. I'm totally fine. And she was like freaking out about it.
We were watching it, and I went upstairs to get a snack, and I'm watching it on TV, and it's like, oh, we're good. There's no issue. And then like all of a sudden, just a clear debris funnel cloud signature, whatever, on the breaking wet that we were watching. Probably James Spann. He's like, this one is just formed, and it was basically like right above us, like where.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, it was like the one that ended up hitting the nearby town started right above us. It looked like it could have been on top of our heads.
It's weird. I heard that meteorologists are saying that Tornado Alley, which was famously over in like,
It's like Oklahoma
and stuff, is like shifting. They're noticing patterns over the years that it's actually shifting more towards the southeast.
Yeah, it's we're right on the bottom side of Dixie Alley, which is what they call our little belt that is it historically has always been a bad spot for tornadoes, but it was number 2 behind Tornado Alley, but in the last probably 30 to 40 years has actually had a uptick and is registering more tornadoes than Tornado Alley on a yearly basis.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. I mean, it could be climate change, or could just I don't know. Maybe all that hot air that our politicians are spewing out is affecting our.
I guess the data centers. Climate.
Oh yeah. Here's something. Kind of the opposite of bad weather, but what do you think I've been doing with my Giddens autism here lately?
What?
I have been nerding out on watching some YouTube videos about solar panels.
Well, why solar panels?
No idea. It popped up on my feed.
It just popped up one day and you're like, yep.
I was like, I bet I could deep dive on this, yeah. But it's that technology's come a long way, man. It makes me want to buy a couple and play with them.
But I thought, isn't it illegal or whatever?
Oh, we touched on solar panels last week, didn't we?
Didn't it?
I forgot. I did bring this up. Oh, you know what? That's probably why it popped up on my feed, actually, because we mentioned solar panels and how you can't legally.
At least the algorithm watches our show.
Yeah, that's right. Or either that or our phones are close enough to our microphones. But no, so they just charge you for connecting it to the grid now.
It's really pouring.
Oh, yeah. Don't get nervous, bud.
No, I'm not nervous. It's just. I mean,
I forgot to bring your weighted blanket to keep you.
That's right. Yeah.
To
I'm
keep
gonna start
the anxiety down.
I'm gonna start howling.
I did put the pup up before I left though. So
I hope so.
Should be good.
He's getting a bath or a shower right now. If he's not.
No, they're not illegal. They're illegal to like put anything like connect your home to it off grid. Like you can't. I don't think you're allowed to not be on the grid. But those things are pretty cool. I never really stopped to think about it, but imagine just like putting something facing the sun and it makes electricity.
Yeah, what about wind?
I saw a side-by-side comparison of wind to solar, and it does not even compare. Like, solar is just so much better.
I'm sure it's better, but, I mean, it's just fascinating to me that, like...
Wind is harder because wind, you have to be above all obstructions for wind to really work. That's why wind turbines are, like, so tall. Mm. You have to be higher than, like... If there's a house around you, you need to be at least like a football field away and higher than that house, or it can actually really affect the way that the wind will come in and like swirl around a lot, and then it's not as effective when it hits your wind turbine. You need a straight gust hitting it. But I did look a little bit into it. But it'd be a fun little thing to, like, I don't know, power a shed or something.
A shed?
Yeah. You don't want to run a wire all the way from your home. You rarely ever go in there. Throw a couple of solar panels on top, charge up a battery, and when you come into the shed, you just turn on the light, and it's all just from that one battery. As long as you remember to turn your lights off, it's fine.
I got one of my birthday presents was a new lawnmower.
Yeah, you got an electric one.
Electric, yeah, self-propelled. Which, by the way, I had that thing on the lowest speed, and it was about to run away from me.
Yeah, man. There's your cardio.
Yeah.
How's that? Was that up here in the app? Go mow the lawn.
Yeah. I rolled that one. The thing that annoyed me though is like it's electric, but the battery died quick on it, real quick.
I have never heard good things about electric lawnmowers. There's a reason the gas is pretty standard.
Fascinated that it died so quickly. Are
you able to get bigger batteries?
So I have a bunch of the same company. I want to mention who they are after I badmouth them, just in case they ever want to sponsor us. But I have, like Weed Eater.
I wouldn't call it bad mouthing them because the battery died.
It's their battery.
But that's just a limitation of batteries, though. Every company is going to have issues with batteries.
Well, I have their Weed Eater, their leaf blower, different other toolkits with them.
It'd be fun to do right now.
What?
There are typically 3 brands.
I think there's 4
that people, or 3 or 4 brands that people use for.
You can just say the color and people know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm curious if or how many of them you can name.
I can name the one I have, and I can name at least 2 other ones, I think.
I think I could do 2.
I think I can name 3.
We are definitely not handyman.
No, not handyman.
So,
but here's the thing. There's like multiple different lawnmower brands, but there is like a key 4, I think, that is like they cover as many bases as they possibly can, and they color code all of their equipment.
Which ones can you say?
I can say the one I have, and I can say other ones as well. Should I just say all? I'm going to say all the ones, and I'm not going to mention which one I've got.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
I've
got.
I can mention Milwaukee, Craftsman, and Ryobi.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure there's a 4th that I can't think of right now off the top of my head.
I was gonna say, I too was gonna say Milwaukee, and then DeWalt.
DeWalt, that's the other one. Yep.
And then I also thought about Makita.
I don't know about Makita.
I don't know about it either, but I just remembered I have a toolbox over there that's got a drill sitting in it that says Makita on it. So.
Oh yeah, I see it right now, Makita.
Yeah. So
I don't see that in the, my rare excursions to Home Depot. I don't remember seeing that brand anywhere. That doesn't look like the right colors.
Yeah. But DeWalt and Milwaukee, those are the ones that I can think of.
DeWalt, Milwaukee, Ryobi, and
that's
Craftsman.
The thing about it. They put you in this ecosystem of like, our batteries are compatible with our batteries.
Yeah, once you start on one brand, you're sucked in.
Or I mean, if you, that's not necessarily true. It's just if you decide to make it. That one came in. There's no way that didn't.
Came in what?
Over the mic.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean. Maybe you can't, but it's definitely cooking. Mother Nature's cooking right now. She's in the kitchen.
Yeah. I've very rarely utilized power tools in my adult life. One-off little projects here or there. I did for a while do some ATM installations, which required drilling through concrete. As part of my job, I no longer offer ATMs. Not worth it. But for as far as tools are concerned, like you should look into a battery specific for your lawnmower, because I feel like they would have to make an exception. This is not a power drill. This would be. I would think that they've probably got lawnmower specific batteries or something that's gonna last a little bit longer. I mean, you don't have the largest lawn.
Yeah, and I couldn't even get through the front yard without the battery dying.
How big's your front yard? Like, if you had to do like square footage. I saw it. I'm thinking it's probably. I bet you're like 35 by 50. 35 wide, 50 long feet.
Sure, we'll go with that. That sounds good.
You think I'm wrong? You think it might be larger than that?
That sounds fine to me.
Seems about right. And I don't know. You know how to get square footage out of that?
You multiply it.
Multiply. That's right. Yeah, that's what the X is for. That's why it's by. So, whatever that comes out to, I'm not a math guy.
So you said 50 by 35.
Yeah.
So, 1575.
No.
Oh, 1625.
No.
Wait, 50 by 35.
Yep.
So it'd be 50 times 30. Oh, wait, it'd be 250. 1750.
There it is. Nice. Could have pulled out the calculator like I did. It's way easier.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
Sure it is. I love saving brain energy.
That was called brain training.
Brain training?
Yeah.
Okay. To me, I forego those mental math things because I think that's like some expression of like ego or pride that I can do this in my head. It's like you don't have to.
There may be occasions where you have to.
Oh, on the occasion that I have to, I'll do it.
Huh.
Yeah.
I felt like I had to right then because I was too lazy to put my fingers on my phone.
You spent more mental energy than it did for you to pick up your phone. If we could express that in caloric expenditure, probably more expensive in sitting there and like straining your brain to try to do that.
It's very strained.
Where'd you go for lunch today? Or was this a turnaround service? As I believe it was. He's a wizard. You're a wizard, Michael.
I've never had clip-ons. What do you think about that?
I think you're going full dad.
Full dad?
Oh yeah. You have given up. You're not trying to be cool anymore.
What's wrong with clip-ons?
So you got some new glasses. They offered you the clip-ons.
Yeah. So the only time I've ever been able to wear sunglasses in my life was if I had my contacts in, and I don't wear my contacts very often these days. And most of the time they're for occasions where I don't need sunglasses.
So you do have blue eyes, which means that you're a little bit more light sensitive. That's just how it works. And if you're not aware of that, but brown eyed people,
I have green eyes though.
Whatever. Says the colorblind man.
That's just what I've been told, and it's what my driver's license says.
Okay, well, green and blue eyes both share the issue of being able to see light, or being very sensitive to light. Brown-eyed folks can actually see outdoors better, I believe, is what they say. So, I've never really, I've got brown eyes. In case the camera doesn't make it clear, I have never really been one to wear sunglasses, but I can understand why you might have that desire to. I kind of want to know why people have bad eyesight. to me, that seems like a very strong evolutionary disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't know if people back in the day really needed glasses and just didn't have it, and did their eyes adapt over time and get slightly better?
I mean, if you go back far enough, Michael,
Screens got to hurt us now. I mean, more people probably need glasses than they used to.
You think that's what it is? You think it's the screens? I mean, you did used to focus on some
But my eyes went
on a
before I was
computer monitor.
looking at screens a bunch.
Right.
And my eyes haven't necessarily worsened because of screens.
I got a little bit of a conspiracy. I do think there are people that need glasses. I think most people don't need glasses. I think they start giving glasses to kids when they are in school. And I think that over time, your body can learn to utilize your coronary muscles to focus on things.
What are we hitting today, boys? Eyes.
My like if I relax my eyes, everything goes blurry. Like I'm doing it right now. You can't tell, but I can't even.
I can't do that. I don't even. So wifey is also like, relax your eyes, and I'm like, what do you mean?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know how.
I think you never learned how to muscle your eyes or what focus. Like you never learned how to.
No, I focus too hard. I'm always flexing my eyes.
You're always flexing your eyes.
Yeah.
No,
because
I disagree.
relax your eyes is like relax your muscles. Yeah.
No, I think what's happening is, if we're going to utilize your metaphor, right?
Okay.
You're wearing your glasses are like an exoskeleton for your arms that are connected to your brain. And this is a weird metaphor. But imagine if you could think in your brain to move the exoskeleton, but you just left your arm limp. So I think that you are perpetually stuck in a state where you're not flexing your eyes. And that's what the glasses help you see. Your glasses are doing the heavy lifting for you. That's what I think. I genuinely believe this.
So you think I should be able to take my glasses off and then I should be able to flex my eyes right now and be able to see?
Yeah, because
I like squinting.
What?
Like when you squint,
no, it's not like squinting.
When you squint, you can see a little better.
Yes, but that's like extra. That's too much. So what I'm saying is, right now,
I'm trying.
I know. I don't know how else to tell you. I don't know how to put this, Michael, but it's something that happens like inside your eye. No, because you're trying to use muscles outside of your eye, but you haven't trained them your whole life, so you don't know exactly how to do it. But I can look at. We've got a monitor preview that we keep in front of us for us to see ourselves on camera. We probably look at it too much.
I look at it all the time.
I know. I don't ever stop looking at it. It's like a little like narcissism window. But I'm looking at it now. Basically, if I relax my eyes, it goes blurry. But then I can also over sharpen it, and it goes a different kind of blurry. It's like
you're looking at the monitor.
So there's like a spectrum of like relaxed to too focused, and then to find it depending on the distance, I'm landing like in the middle. And
it hurts my eyes. My eyes start feeling incredibly dry.
Well, I think I just think it's a muscle that people learn how to do in their youth. And let me tell you why I believe this. Because in preschool, they had somebody come out to the preschool and gave us this eye exam. Okay? So they're testing like, can you see this? Can you see this? Can you see this? And this is why I think it's a conspiracy by Big Glasses. Okay,
because how big are the frames of the big glasses?
No, by big glass, glasses corporations. Because they gave me a note to give to my parents that said I need glasses. I ripped the note up. I didn't give it to my parents, and I've been living a life without glasses just fine, no issues whatsoever. I can read text, and I do think that early in childhood, you can learn to use this muscle that is like impossible to describe to somebody that wears glasses.
Why did you rip the note up?
I don't want to be a nerd. I'm not a freaking nerd. What do you? I didn't want to wear glasses. Listen, dude. I know you wear glasses, and I know it's a pain in the butt.
It's really not.
I don't believe you.
What do you think is so painful about wearing glasses?
I think you just get used to it.
What do you think is so difficult about glasses?
Bro, let me tell you, when I want to brain rot, I could brain rot at any angle. You laying in bed, you got your head turned sideways on the pillow, your glasses are going to be like shifting back and forth.
No.
100%.
And also, I can see things up close without my glasses on. It's far away. So that is not an issue at all. I can take my glasses off and look at my phone.
How far away?
I don't know the exact distance. I just know, like...
What if you want to lay in bed?
I can take my glasses off. Hold on. This isn't an issue. This isn't one of the difficulties that you're talking about. So I can see my phone just perfectly fine right now.
Okay.
And I know that sign over there says front.
Okay.
But I can't tell right now that it says front. I know that it says front because I've seen it before. But if it was a brand new sign, I couldn't read it because that's how blurry it gets far away.
Okay.
This is still perfectly normal. In fact, it might be slightly better without my glasses on.
Okay. So if I just to make an argument for me, if I relax my eyes and they go blurry, and I'm right here, I can read this with without focus. It is not blurry when I relax my eyes. If I keep them relaxed, about out here is when it starts to get blurry.
I can't comprehend making things blurry.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's a muscle group that doesn't get trained when you wear glasses.
But how do you train it?
It's just life. I don't know how to put it. It's like saying, yeah, but how do you learn how to walk?
You take a step and then you take another step.
Yeah, but how did you learn how to hold yourself upright?
Typically,
can you actually verbalize that? Because it's difficult. It's just
typically you hold yourself up with another object, another thing to grab onto to stabilize until your stabilizing muscles are developed enough that you can do it on your own.
Okay, all right, smart guy. How'd you learn to breathe?
I don't think I learned to breathe. I think I came out the womb and breathed.
Yeah. All right. I came out the womb.
I learned it in utero.
I came out of the womb and I learned to focus my eyes and not blur them. So I wouldn't have to wear glasses like a nerd.
But you didn't know how to do it at a younger age because they told you needed glasses.
Yeah.
If you'd known how to do it then you would have done it when they were testing you and they would have told you you're good. You don't need glasses.
Evidently, your wife agrees with me, so I'm pretty sure that means I win. If I'm not mistaken.
The wife is always right.
Yeah,
so,
all right.
There's
no argument here.
There's no arguing.
No, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to wear glasses. There's a part of me that thinks, hey, maybe because of not wearing glasses, that's why I have migraines. Is that I'm I'm utilizing these muscles that are tensing up in the back of my eyes too often, and that causes my migraines. I don't have any way to justify that or like prove it, but that I have had that thought before. So who knows? Maybe I'd be better off if I was wearing glasses. There have been times where I have totally lost my train of thought. I think it had something to do with just like thinking about relaxing. But right before I go to bed, it's like I turn my eyes off. It's like eyes shut down, things go blurry, and then I'm able to relax to go to bed.
I don't know. Never experienced it.
Yeah. So that's my conspiracy. I think they just want to sell a lot of glasses, and that's why to me it's just too. There's too many people in this world that I feel like need glasses that this was a problem a long time ago before glasses. Like, I feel like that there's a part of people that they can train themselves to not need glasses at a very early age. But once they start wearing glasses, they lose that incentive to train it. Obviously, there are people with vision, like true like vision impairments that require glasses. But back then, we would have just called them blind. I might be wrong.
I mean, I'm not going to say that you're wrong. There's aspects to it that make sense. I just don't know how. I believe that there's got to be a way that you could train this, and I don't think it was just common knowledge that you just, when you started looking, you knew it, because somewhere along the path you corrected your vision impairment, however slight it may have been, instinctively, I guess. But there's got to be somebody that's broken down the method to be able to do it.
But there's no funding behind the research.
Oh, it may not be a medically approved scientific academic research. It may be some Joe Schmo.
Oh, so you need a
in his garage has, been looking at different lasers and is like, I figured it out. This is how you do it.
I don't know how to describe it.
Posted it to 4chan.
It to me, it feels like, and I'm pretty sure this is actually exactly what happens, but like in the back of both of my eyes, there's a circle, and I like shrink it or make it bigger, and by default it's this big, and then the more that I shrink it is how I focus. And I have absolutely no way of describing it to you.
We gotta get a person that wears glasses that can also do it.
That would be a good way to. Yeah, I agree. If we could find somebody that wears glasses, but the conspiracy at the end of the day is that most people have the ability to do this, but when they get a kid on glasses when they're young, they don't ever figure out
hooked on glasses.
They don't ever figure out how to do it, and that's why companies are able to sell so many glasses, and then they make a bunch of money off of it. Michael, you know as good as anybody how expensive glasses are.
Oh, there's affordable options now. Yeah, when I was younger, there was sort of a monopoly on frames.
I've also noticed
corrective lenses.
I have also noticed, Michael, that kids that come, and this is just could be a completely, I don't know, I could be out of this, but kids that come from poverty-stricken families are less inclined to wear glasses.
Because they can't afford them. I'm sure there's a lot of things that...
But they don't complain about not being able to see.
They probably do.
I don't think so.
They just probably have other complaints as well.
I feel like it's
higher on the totem pole.
I feel like it's the affluent kids that get this target of targeted to be the glasses wearers because there's a better chance of them becoming recurring customers. It's a tinfoil hat. It's a total tinfoil hat conspiracy, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I have no evidence to back this up, but what I do know is that if you follow the money, every conspiracy comes down to where's the money in it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll leave it on that one. That's I think that's been pretty good. We've got we're up on time. Looks like it's gotten nice and sunny out again.
It was
out
a
of
quick
nowhere.
passing storm, but man,
welcome to Alabama.
It was quite a
heavy one.
Rainfall.
Yeah, man.
There, and a good bit of thunder and lightning.
So, I guess if you want to prep the outro, I do appreciate you guys joining us today.
This is Suki. This one right here, Suki. Can you see?
He's showing off. We have audio listeners.
That's the oldest cat.
He's pointing at the cats on his.
Yeah, this is a shirt made by wifey, embroidered. Suki, she's a little crazy. She's a little bit violent at times, but she means well. It's really your fault if you cause her to attack you. And then This is Spud. He is named after not a potato, but after the Russian space shuttle Sputnik, as well as the Atlanta Hawks basketball player Spud Webb. Spud.
I disagree with your take that this is entertaining.
Spud, and he likes to eat everything in sight. And here's the thing: at my birthday party,
here's the problem. Michael controls the outro music button, and so he's just really, really like.
No, I want to point this out before we outro.
Okay.
At my birthday party, you in the past have said that there's no point to cats, but you decided there may be a point to cats.
I've got a couple of good arguments for cats.
Yeah.
And that's one of them is less rodents. And the other one is it's basically a fidget toy.
Yeah, treated like fidget spinners.
It's not as fidget spinners. It's a lot easier to take care of. So, and you don't have to feed them.
I think you got a dose of the toxoplasmosis.
You think that's what happened?
Yeah.
I'll say this. I don't know why, but my cat allergy did not act up over at your birthday party, but I also think it's because I had a lot of dog hair on me, and I think they stayed pretty far away. I just happened to have some.
I don't think your cat allergy is as bad as your dad's.
I don't know. I think it's gotten worse over the years. I had to leave an apartment not too long ago because it was like it was driving me nuts. But that to be fair, that apartment did not seem like it had been as well kept as your house, because your wife does a fantastic job of keeping that place spotless.
Even though I'm residing in it, somehow she finds a way.
All right, we were wrapping up, remember?
But yeah, we always mention my clothing, and I didn't want to go without mentioning this one's a homemade one. So, Suki, Spud, thank you, wifey. I love this shirt, and I love this podcast, and I love my birthday party, and that's all for today.
You know it's CuzWords. We had a plan for this episode, I think. We did not follow it. All right. See y'all next week.